They say everything is bigger in Texas. The homes and the lots. I want to welcome you to Ridgepoint Estates. If you're new here, my name is Madupe Idowu. You can call me Mo. I am a Texas realtor and a mortgage loan originator. And whether you're moving in 8 or 80 days, I help lots of families like yours relocate from all over the country to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Today, I'm taking you inside McLendon-Chisholm, okay, and that is in Rockwall County. So Rockwall County is just east of Dallas, of downtown Dallas. Downtown Dallas is probably like 35 minutes or so from Rockwall County, okay? And so we are in McLendon-Chisholm, not too far from Rockwall City proper, all right? And this community, Ridgepoint Estates, is brand new, and each lot is a 1 acre lot. You're gonna love that, and you're going to love the finishes once I take you inside this model home. You do not wanna miss this because there is so much to offer, and wait until you see the kitchen. So we are in McLendon-Chisholm, and it's a suburb of Rockwall County. So it's just hop skip away from Rockwall City. So what that means is that for a lot of your shopping, maybe Costco, HEB, and different things of that nature, you're likely going to drive into Rockwall City, but it's only maybe 10 minutes away. You're really a hop skip out from where some of the main things are. But what you are getting out this way is lots of space. You are getting that acreage that you want, and you're not going to be on top of your neighbors when you build in this community. I am so excited to take you on a tour and really show you this new community called Ridgepoint Estates here in McLendon-Chisholm. And so all of the homes in this community are on 1 acre lots. This particular builder, Windsor Homes, they've been building within the community for actually since 1991. So well over 30 years of building in the DFW area. And so this particular builder has about 40 lots available, okay? And so I want to take you on a tour and show you. We are looking at the Lancaster, and this is a beautiful ranch. The kitchen, I feel, is one of my favorites, and I'm going to show you the reason why. You see how large it is, how bright and open. The Windsor has some of the best design features that you're going to see all throughout the home. But these are 12-foot double quartz islands, all right? So they're 12-foot quartz islands, and so plenty of space for cooking and entertaining, all right? You also have your gas range stove, okay? All of this custom cabinetry. And so another thing that I love is the space that you have in your formal dining and the wall of windows that you have to just let in all that natural light. So within this community, the homes start around 3,300 square foot all the way up to almost 5,000 square feet. You can take a look and see how large this pantry is, okay? And so the homes, you have options of 4 bedrooms plus 4 bathrooms, all right? In this particular one, it's 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. You have an optional 5th bathroom, okay? And so you can have a half bath if you would like. Let me show you because there's something really unique about this layout, and that you have 2 2-car garage, so you can enter in on opposite sides of the home. So I want to show you right here. So this is pretty spacious, right? There's a 2-car garage here close to the primary suite, but there's also another 2-car garage on the other side as well. So you have that option. You can choose from 3 or 4-car garage options, and there's several different plans, and we'll break all that down in this later in this video so you can see which type of elevations and plans you can choose from. Right here is your laundry, and it is right off the primary suite. Right now we're in your closet. I'm still walking, and we're still in your closet because it's huge, it's ginormous. So you will not lack space. And you know, especially if you're coming from the Midwest or up north, you know, in Dallas, we don't have basements, all right? So it's nice when you have a home that has enough storage, because you're not gonna get that extra storage in your basement. But take a look at your primary suite bath. right? So you have 2 vanities, that's awesome. And then you also have your toilet with a door. We really appreciate that, right? And then you've got this beautiful shower. Let me show you how big this is. So you got your Delta shower head on this side, and you also have your Delta shower head on this side as well. But something about this just reminds me of like the sauna, being at the spa, right? You also have great amount of storage in here as well. And then you have your tub, just royal. So I want to show you your primary bedroom. And so this should give you an idea, like you can fit a good deal of furniture here, but you're not gonna need that much furniture because you have so much space already in your walk-in closet. You could definitely fit a king here. And one feature that I know you will appreciate is the fact that you can get out back, because this is a double patio. You can get out back from the primary suite. Morning time, you wanna chill out and have your coffee right off your patio, you can do that. But you have several access points to the patio, and we'll show you some other areas to get through that. But within this community, again, so right now we're looking at the ranch, the 1-story, but there are 2-story options as well to choose from. I love the beams. Now that is an upgrade, but it's definitely something that you can consider, and the coffer ceilings are. Okay, so you've seen the primary suite, you've seen the laundry. Remember, this is where you can park, you can come into the garage, the first set of garage on that side. You have a double oven, right? Built-in fridge, vented hood, 6 gas range stove. And now look at your living room. It really does have that indoor-outdoor living, right? And so that sliding door right there is actually, it's an upgrade. It's beautiful. And I'll take you out back to the second patio in just a second. I'll show you the neat way you can get out there. But then here is also another living space, right? And so maybe out front, that's where you entertain your guests. Maybe right here is where your kids hang out. You know, that's always an option, but there is so much space here. This particular model is a little over 4,200 square feet. So I want to take you to the media room. And storage. So game night. Also folks are, you know, whether it's basketball, football, you know, you have a great space to entertain there. So now let me show you where you can enter from the garage on the other side. So remember, this is a 4-car garage, okay? And you can get in from either side. So it's still a great deal of space. And even though this is a 2-car, this is an oversized 2-car, right? So when it comes to storage, maybe you need to add some shelving, you know, maybe the Christmas decorations and all those things. You have plenty of space. You could add shelving, all right, and get that taken care of. Now let me show you the first guest bedroom. Bright and airy. Good deal of space. And here's a full suite. So I really appreciate this about this model. Here's the closet. Is that you have essentially 4 full baths. Again, if you want to add a half bath as an option, a half fit bath as an option, you can totally do that. But this room has its own bathroom. And now further down, there are 2 more guest bedrooms. So let me show you. There's a closet there for more storage. I'm going to show you the other 2 bedrooms back here. Bright and airy, still a decent size for a bedroom. And if you need this as an extra, here's the other full bath, right? if you need an extra office, perhaps this is another office instead of a guest bedroom, right? This one has 4 bedrooms, and you don't need all 4. There is a formal office right off of the foyer. I'll show you that in just a second. And then here, yeah, this is the other guest. And with this guest bedroom, the bathroom, the full bath is right in here as well. Come on. It is very homey, very cozy. I feel the lighting fixtures really do make it feel like something luxurious. And it is. So these floor plans here, like the Lancaster, is starting in the 800s, the high 800s, okay? Again, all of these homes are on a 1 acre lot. Now, remember I told you that there is a cool way to access the patio. So this is another full bath. And it can be a pool bath if you decide to put a pool in your home, right? Because I'm gonna show you how you can get to the patio there. But if you don't want it to be a pool bath, it can just be your half bath, right? So let's say you want it to be your pool bath, you can get to the patio right here through the bathroom. And so that's just really nice too, because as your guests are outside, maybe you're barbecuing, doing whatever you would like to do, your guests can just head to the bathroom right there, right? So large as this. Remember, you already have access to the patio from the primary suite. And now you also have another patio here, and you can access right from the living room, right? Because there's this huge glass sliding door should you choose that upgrade. So this is your gas fireplace. And the way the builder set up this patio, you can actually add in a outdoor kitchen, okay? Not that you wouldn't want to cook in the kitchen that's inside, because it's beautiful, it's stunning, it's amazing, there's so much space. But if you did want an outdoor kitchen, this home is already set up for you to do that. You can consider that as an upgrade as well. And so the flooring here that you see, they're wood engineered floors. So I want you to take a look at the beams. This is a cool upgrade if you decide, if you so choose. And the ceilings in here are 18 feet tall. So again, lots of options. If you're considering a move to Rockwall County, you definitely want to consider checking out this particular community at the Ridgepoint Estates in McLendon-Chisholm. Lots of options, and we're going to take you into the office and go over the different floor plans that are offered and the starting price, so you can really get a good idea of what this particular builder has to offer.
Welcome back. So I wanted to take you inside the office so we can go over the different floor plans that are available with this particular builder. All right. So remember, the prices range from the 800s all the way to just a little bit more than $1 million. All right. And we started at the Lancaster. So let's go ahead and look at this one again. It's a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath, 4,200 square feet. I just want to show you the floor plan. With this one, you have 2 different elevations to choose from. Let's go over the floor plan. All right, so when you come in, remember you've got the double doors options for your entry, but then you've got 2 cars to the left, 2-car garage to the right, and then when you come in, you have your study. You have the option of a media room and different things of that nature. So when you come in, actually, let's redo that part in 3, 2. All right, so where we just came from was a Lancaster, right? 2-car garage to the left, 2-car garage to the right. And then, when you come in through the porch, you have an optional study to the right. You have another optional study or media room to the left as you come in. But you come into that beautiful family room, you've got that covered porch, you've got your game room, and the second, third bedroom, and fourth bedrooms are all to the left of the property, okay? And then when you go to the right side of the property, you've got your primary bath in the back corner, and then you also have an option for another room. So, and what I do like is that from the primary, you have the option to go out to the covered patio. So that's really nice. So don't forget that there's an option for a media room, there's an option for an outdoor fireplace, there's an option for a study, and an option for a 5th bath, because you can make what would be a half bath, you can make that the pool bath, and just go ahead and make it full. Okay, right off the entry to the covered patio. All right, so that's where we came from. All right, so let's go to the Somerset. It's starting at $896,000, 4 beds, 4.5 baths, 3,300 square feet. This one is a ranch, and you've got 2 different elevations to choose from. Let's get to this floor plan. Okay, so when you come in through the front door, you have your study, and then you've got your formal dining. You've got your family room and kitchen and eat-in breakfast. Right off the eat-in breakfast is that covered patio. And then you've got your 2nd and 3rd bedrooms, each with access to their own bath. And if you want to, remember, there's a 3-car garage right here, or a 2-car garage right here. You have an option of a 1-car garage here or a game room. That's nice. And you can have an option of even a 4-car garage as well. Okay. Your primary bedroom is to the back far right corner of the home. It's opposite of all the other guest bedrooms for privacy. That is nice. And then there is a little bit of space before you get to the 4th bedroom ensuite on that floor as well, okay? So don't forget, you could also do a vaulted ceiling in the family room, which I would definitely recommend. It just makes it feel so bright and airy and open. So that's an option to do the family room with vaulted ceilings. And then you can also do exposed beams like we saw in the Lancaster, right? And again, that option for the 3rd car, you could scratch the 3rd car and make it a game room or take that extra storage. It's up to you. We don't have basements in Texas for those of you coming from the Midwest, right? Or from the East Coast. Okay, so then you have the Southampton that's starting at $902, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3,600 square feet. And this one is 1 story. It kind of gives the illusion that it's multiple levels, but it's a 1 story with 3 different elevations. Let's take a quick look at this floor plan. I'll try and make it a little bit bigger. When you come in through the front to the foyer, you've got, you can come right in and you can see that there is a bath, right? But also you'll come in, there's dining. You'll see the family room. To the left is the kitchen, the eat-in breakfast. Right off the kitchen is the covered patio. But then right off of this area here, across from the dining is the study. And then you have your 2nd bedroom with access to the bath and your 3rd bedroom, okay? Now to the far right back corner of the home, that's where the primary suite is, and the primary bath, really good size. And then you have your utility room. Let me move something out the way so I can see it's really good. You have the utility room and you have a game room, but you have the option to make this a media room if you want, all right? You also have the option of a 4th-car garage, because right here is 3 cars. You can add a 4th option. So there we have it. That is the Southampton. Let's move on to the Carlo, 4 bedroom, 3.5 bath, 1 car. Well, not 1 car. Nobody has 1 car in this community. Okay, it's a 3-car garage, but it's a 1 story. So we're talking about a ranch. Let's look at the different elevations, which are 3 different elevations to choose from. The Carlo, okay. Try and make it a little bit bigger. So you got your 3-car. When you come in to the right, you have your study. Okay, you've got your foyer, and then you've got your formal dining. And then through this hallway around back, there's a 4th bedroom with bath, your 3rd bedroom and 2nd bedroom, also with another bath. And then as you walk through to the family room, you'll be able to see your covered patio. You have an option to extend that. And to the left, you've got your eat-in breakfast, eat-in kitchen. Far back right corner is where your primary bedroom is, which is nice. You have the game room, again, your 3-car garage, and you have an option to add an additional garage. Now, you also can do, in lieu of a game room, you can put a media room. All right. So that's a Carlo. Let's move on in this Platinum series to the Devonshire, which is starting at $959,000. It's a 4 bedroom, 4.5 bath, 3,900 square feet. It's two stories and a 3-car garage. I promise I'm gonna get it right. By the end of this video, I will get it right. So you have 2 different elevations to choose from. Let's go through here and let's make this a little bit larger, because this is a 2-story. So on the first floor, when you come in, a beautiful staircase entry in the foyer. In the foyer, there's formal dining. You've got your study and your family room, okay? There is a 1-car garage, and you can, come in through that way. But then if you are parking on the 2-car side, you'll come in there and you'll see that there's a bedroom and bath, pantry, kitchen, and the eat-in breakfast and covered patio. You do have an option, if you would like, to add a 4th car. Okay. Let's take this upstairs. Okay, that's that covered patio with the option to extend. This is the 3rd bedroom. All right. And then you also have the 4th bedroom just beside it with that bath. You've got that game room. And you have the option to add the media room. Okay. All right, so we have seen the 1st and 2nd floor of the Devonshire. Let's go to the Davenport. I love the Davenport. I just think it looks so beautiful. It's going for 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, 3,900 square feet, and let's do this one again in 3, 2. Now let's go on to the Davenport, starting at $966,000. It's 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, almost 4,000 square feet, and you've got 2 different elevations to choose from. Let's look at this floor plan. So it's 2-story, right? When you come in through the porch, you've got the beautiful staircase. You've got your front entry. You will have your dining, formal dining to the left, and your study to the right when you walk in. There is a 2-car garage right there. And then you have the option for the 4th. Let me make this bigger. And then there's an additional, this is the 3rd car garage to the left of the property. Again, you have the option for a 4th as well. Okay. And then once you come in through that front entry into the family room, you'll see the kitchen and the eat-in breakfast and the covered patio. On the opposite side of the covered patio is the same. You've got the primary suite as well. And then right off of the breakfast and kitchen, that's where your 2nd ensuite is. So 2 suites on the 1st floor, the primary suite, and then you've got another suite on the 1st floor. Let's make this a little bit bigger and go to the 2nd floor. So once you come upstairs, you come in and you have the game room. You've got your 3rd and 4th bedroom, each with their own bath. Okay. You've got a powder bath as well, because it's a game room, so if you've got guests and stuff, they can just use the half bath. And then you have the option to make this a 5-bedroom. You can definitely do that, and you can add an optional 5th bathroom as well. You have the option to add a media room if you would like. And you also have the option to extend the covered patio, right? Remember, that is an option as well. All right. That was a Davenport. Let's go on to the SL Oxford. That's going for $970, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, a little more than 4,000 square feet, 2 stories, and a 3-car garage. See, I got it this time. Let's take a look at the details. I love this entry. Love it. And I also like when the garages are a little bit, they're more so disguised, more discreet. All right, so you have got 2 different elevations to choose from. Let's take a look at this floor plan, because we've got the 1st floor and the 2nd floor. I'm gonna do my best to make this as big as possible for you here. Let's be real, for me as well, okay? So when you come in through the front door, into the front entry, to the left is going to be the study. If you keep going, it's going to be your formal dining, unless you want to make that an optional media room. Now over here, we've got a 2-car garage. You have a tandem garage. Remember, we just saw that. I told you I love how discreet it is. You can use that as an optional flex space. Okay, so that is an option. If you only need 2-car garage, you don't need the storage, you can make that tandem garage a flex space. You got your beautiful staircase, you got this gallery and your butler's pantry, and here is the kitchen. Now, when we go a little bit further back, the kitchen leads to the family room, okay? And the far left corner is gonna be the primary suite and bath, and you have the option for an extended covered patio. You can do an extended covered patio with the sliding glass door as well, okay? On the, so it kind of wraps around because you still have the covered patio. And then down here, you have the second bedroom and bath, right? Let's go to the second floor because there are a lot of options here. With the second floor, you have your 3rd bedroom and your 4th bedroom. Right off the staircase, when you come up, you've got a nice powder bath and the game room. And if you would like, you can have an optional media room, or it can be the 5th bedroom with the 5th bath. So with the 3rd and 4th bath, you can do an optional 3rd and 4th bath in lieu of a Jack and Jill. So if you don't want a Jack and Jill connecting the 2 bedrooms upstairs with a bath, you can do a 3rd and 4th. Again, you have the option for that media room upstairs, and then downstairs you have the option of media in lieu of dining. And you can add a 5th bedroom with this floor plan. Let's move on to Southport, which is going for $950,000. It's a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath, a little more than 4,000 square feet, a 3-car garage with 3 different elevations to choose from. I like that there's so many different floor plans and also so many different elevations, because sometimes in newer communities, you can feel like every home looks the same. But with all these different options, there's going to be a cohesiveness in the neighborhood. However, your home is going to have its own unique flair, right? Let's go to this floor plan, the Southport. This one is just 1 floor, so it's a ranch. Okay, I'm going to try and make this a little bit bigger. So when you come in through the front door, you've got your gallery, and then you have your formal dining. To the left, you have a study. You also have out front the 2nd guest bedroom with the bath, okay? There is a 2-car garage here with an option of adding a 3rd or 4th car garage, okay? So that is an option if you need more space. If you like this floor plan, but you need a little bit more when it comes to garage space, you can do that. All right, so you come into the family room, and then your primary bath and bedroom is on the far left corner, and you have access directly from your suite to the covered patio. You can extend that covered patio as well. You've got your kitchen, your eat-in breakfast, and on the other side of that covered patio is the 3rd and 4th bedrooms with the media room. Okay. All right, and so that 4th bedroom also has its 4th bath, right? That 3rd bedroom has its 3rd bath. So that's really nice. And you have the option to add the 3rd car garage here, and even add another 4th car garage as well. There is a half bath, a little power bath, and you have your utility room and your pantry. Don't forget that if you would like, you have the option of a flex space in lieu of the 1-car garage. So we've done the SL Oxford, we've looked at the Southport. Let's look at the Blackburn, starting at $962. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, 4,100 square feet. It's a 3-car garage, and this is a ranch. I love this entry. It's so beautiful. And one thing about Windsor is, I think we already talked about this, is that, you know, the design center is top notch. It's so stunning. All right, so you've got 3 different options for your elevation. Let's click on the floor plan and try and make it just a little bit bigger. So when you come in through the front entry, to the left is the study, to the right is the dining. You keep going back, you're kind of like in a gallery area, and you go into the family room. To the left is going to be the primary suite. Okay, so right off the family. And so you got your primary suite, and then you have the option to extend the covered patio, which would be really nice because that'd be coming right off your primary. Now, the covered patio also is coming off of the family room, right, with the eat-in breakfast. To the right of that covered patio, you've got your 2nd bedroom, your 3rd bedroom with access to full baths, okay? You've got your 4th bedroom, and there's a game room over here. There's also a media room. Now, you can opt to have a separate 3rd and 4th bath, okay? It doesn't have to be connected, doesn't have to be Jack and Jill. You can opt for that as well. You have the option of a 1-car garage, and you have an option of the 4th car garage to have a total of 4 cars. All right. And so that is that floor plan. Let's go to the Derby, another beautiful ranch. It's going for $970. And it's 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, a little more than 4,200 square feet, 3-car garage. We are almost done, but I really wanted you to get a feel for all that Windsor has to offer. This one has 2 elevations for you to choose from. And let's make this just a little bit larger. All right, so when you come through the front door, to the left, you have your study. To the right, you have your formal dining. Here's a hallway here that's gonna take you to bedroom number 2 with a full bath. All right, and then on the opposite side of that is going to be the primary suite with the primary bathroom. Look how huge this is. It's a huge corridor of the property, right? Okay, and then you've got your covered patio, which you can access from your primary, but then your guests can access through the family room. Also can access through the breakfast coming off of the kitchen. So it's a nice, efficient layout as well. Then off of the kitchen, and we come down this way, you also have access to bedroom number 4 with bath and bedroom number 3. There is a game room, a media room. You have an option to add another flex space as well. You can leave this area right here uncovered if you would like, but just know that you have the option of a flex space if you want to add that in addition to the media room with the Derby. Everything on one floor. And with the Derby, it comes with 3 cars, but you can add a 4th. So that is really nice on the Derby. We've already seen the Lancaster. Let's take a look at the Hadley. It's going for a little over $1 million. It's a 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath, going for 4,500 square feet, 3-car garage, 2 stories. Let's take a look. Isn't that beautiful? 2 different elevations to choose from. Let's take a look at this floor plan. Make it a little bit bigger. We'll go to the first floor and start there. So when you come to the front door, to the left is the study, but you have this nice front entry. To the right is your dining. And you'll keep walking back and you'll see the family room, the covered patio with an option to an extend. And then to the right of the family room is going to be the kitchen and breakfast. Now, when you come through the front entry to the left, you'll be able to access off that family room, and in that hallway there, your primary suite, which you get to access the covered patio right from your primary. And, it's just a good amount of space back there. All right. And then off of the breakfast, you'll be able to come in through the 2-car garage. There's also a 2nd bedroom with bath. with the bath right there. So 2 en-suites on the first floor. Now, let us take a look at the second floor. So with the second floor, when you come upstairs, okay, you also have the option of the game room, okay? And then there's the 5th bedroom is over here with the bath. And then your 4th and your 3rd bedroom is here. You have the option for bath number 4 and bath number 5. And then your option for the media room is, in lieu of just an attic area, you can actually do a media room. So that's also nice for the second floor on this floor plan, the Hadley. A lot of great deal of space on the Hadley. Hadley was going over at 4,500. So let's get to the biggest one. This is the Riverdale, 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. It's almost 5,000 square feet, a 3-car garage. There's 2 levels to this home. The beautiful staircase in the entry, and it's going for a little more than $1 million. This one has two elevations for you to choose. Let's start with the first floor. Let's start with looking at the first floor. When you come in, you've got that beautiful staircase. To the left is the study. It's very similar to the other one we just looked at. And then to the right is the formal dining. So on this one, the primary suite is in the back left corner again. Right off the family room, you've got that covered patio, and an extension is an option for you as well. To the right is the kitchen and eat-in breakfast. And then so there's a 2-car garage right here, right? You know, you can come in right into the kitchen through the 2-car garage. There is the media room, the media space, and then there's the second suite. And it's nice because the covered patio number 2, that second suite has access to outside as well. So that's a really, really, really nice touch. Now here is the 1-car garage that you also have the option of. Okay. Let's go upstairs. Now upstairs, when you come up the steps, you also have your game room. You've got a wet bar, okay? And then the 3rd bedroom is right here with a full bath. On the opposite side, we have bedroom number 4 and bedroom number 5 with the bath, And then you've got the attic area. You can do an optional bath 5 and bath 4. You maybe also do Jack and Jill, but yeah, this one is Jack and Jill. But you have the option of making it a full bath for bedroom number 4 and bedroom number 5. Okay. And that is all of the floor plans, all of the different elevations. So let me know, what do you think? You've seen what Windsor has to offer at Ridgepoint Estates, and we definitely want to show you what we can help offer you, which is strong negotiations. Let me tell you, you never want to go in and sign with the builder without representation, especially when they're actually covering it. So go ahead and make sure you book a call today, especially if you're considering Rockwall County and these 1-acre lots, which are just a hop skip away from Dallas, okay? And book a call so me and the team can help you decide on the best location, help you decide on the best layout, the best floor plan, and then get you savings and deals. Now, different builders run different incentives, so you want to also check in with us so that we can also negotiate some of those in for you as well. And so we appreciate you being here. Let me know, which one was your favorite floor plan? I really like the Lancaster, especially if you don't want a 2-story home. I think it has a lot to option, but I'm curious to hear what you have to say. Drop us a comment. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I hope to see you around Rockwall County. Up next, jobs, taxes, cost of living. We're talking Dallas or Miami in the next video. And if you're planning a move, this could save you thousands.